Hi guys, I'm back with another video. We are going to be doing a full body workout today with 2 light weights. If you don't have them, you don't need to use them, but we are going to get started standing up to begin with. We're just going to start with a quick stretch. So just come and stand at the top of your mat. We're just going to be facing forward. You're just going to have your feet in a wide second position, knees in line with your toes, and just taking your arms out nice and wide. You're going to stretch all the way up and over to the side of your body, lengthening through the fingers, keeping your chest facing forwards. Good, just feeling a nice stretch through the side of the body. And then from here, you're going to start to lengthen out over your hamstring. So just taking the chest towards the thigh, stretching through the right hamstring, just letting your head relax in this position. And then starting to bend through your left knee and extend through your left knee. Exhale as you stretch deeper. Inhale as you stretch. Perfect. Taking that knee a little bit deeper every time. And then coming back through center, bending through your knees. And then starting to roll up through your spine, chin to chest. Arms are going to come out again. We lift all the way up and over to that opposite side. Fingertips long, stretching all the way over. Lifting through the chest and feeling that stretch through the side of the body and the lower back. Perfect. From here, taking your body over towards that left leg. This time, chest goes forward. Stretching through the left hamstring. Bending through the right knee. And stretching through the right knee. Just allowing you to get deeper into your hamstring stretch. And then your final one. Coming all the way back to center, rolling all the way up again through your knees, bending, chin to chest. Head is the last thing to arrive, and taking your shoulders all the way down your back. If you're going to be using your weights, then just grabbing hold of those and coming to stand in the same position. You're going to have your knees in line with your toes, and you're just going to start to plie down. So you're just going to have your arms in front of you for now. Just plie down, knees over toes in a nice wide position. Inhale as you stand, exhale as you lower. So we're just getting warm through the lower body, engaging through your glutes, your quads, and your inner thighs. Perfect. Inhaling to stand. Exhaling as you drop the hips down. Thinking about sliding down a wall and up a wall, so try not to lean forwards. You want to keep the chest upright, shoulders down the back, and your pelvis is tucked under so you're not arching through your lower back. Perfect. Taking your time. Seeing if you can get an inch lower with every single plie. Perfect, guys. Dropping down into that deep plie, squeeze, and feeling the warmth building up through the lower body. Amazing. On your next one, we're going to start to add some arms in. You take your plie, you lift the arms lateral raise, lower the arms back down, and then start to stand up. Inhale, exhale, plie. Squeeze to lift, lower, slowly stand. Engaging your abs and your core here to help you. Just lifting to shoulder height, lower down, and slowly lifting again. Trying to resist on your way up and on your way down. Moving with control and precision. Amazing. Squeezing through your glutes as you drop the hips into that plie. Carefully lifting and lowering the arms. Amazing, guys. Taking your time here, and on your next one, we're going to add on again. We drop down. Lift your heels, lift the arms, drop the arms, lower the heels, and lift. Good. So we're just adding in that little detail. Perfect. As you lift your heels, you're pressing down onto the tips of your toes. It might throw you off your balance. That is fine. And as always, if you don't want to add this layer, you don't need to. Everything is optional. Dropping down into that plie, slowly lift. Good, really taking your time if you're lifting those heels because the arms might throw you off. Good job, guys. Breathing through it as we feel your legs getting warmer. You're just going to do 8 more like this. And then, of course, we're going to hold in that plie. Last 7, drawing your belly button to spine. Your abs are going to help you with your balance here. Last 6, squeezing through the glutes. Abs engaged. Gorgeous. Dropping lower for 5. Amazing. Trying to relax through the shoulders. Taking your toes down, heels lifted for 4. Gorgeous, guys. You're here for your last 3. Amazing. Sending your knees wide over your toes, getting deeper into that plie every time. Last one like this, and then we stay just with those arms. If you can, keeping your heels lifted. Breathe. Taking your time for 8. Embracing that burn for 7. For 6, my legs are shaking. 5. For 4. For 3. For 2, final 1, the hands come down, we drop into that plie, we switch right, switch left, perfect. Sending the knees over the toes, dropping into that plie just for 8 more. 7, squeeze, 6, stay low, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly standing up. Bring the weights onto the floor and stretch forward. Hands on the floor, and then just taking a little stretch here. Just rocking side to side over the legs. Releasing any tension through the lower back. Releasing any tension through the hamstrings and the quads. Amazing, guys. From here, we are going to come and kneel all the way down onto the mat. From here, you just need 1 single weight with you now. We're going to stay in your side kneeling position. So you're going to bring your left hand onto the floor, and then you're going to extend your right leg and lift your right arm up. So you want your knee to be underneath your left toe. From here, just keeping that arm extended for now, you're just going to lift that leg, squeeze through the glutes, tap the toes. Remembering to fully extend through that leg every time you lift and as you lower. Taking your eye line to the top of your mat if you feel like you need to, if your neck is feeling this. Inhale, we tap lightly. Exhale, you squeeze to lift. Good. You're not going to be here for long. I know this feels very burny through the glutes quite quickly. Taking your time, lengthening out through the knee and lengthening out through your toes. Amazing, guys. On your next one, you're just going to lift that arm and leg. You're going to pull your knee towards your elbow, engage your obliques, and lengthen. Drop the foot down. Squeeze to lift. Knee to elbow, engage those abs. Lift. Tap. Squeeze up. Elbow to knee. Lengthen. Amazing. Really working through those glutes here. Pointing through the toes and finding that extension through the leg. Perfect, guys. I'm only going to have you here for 8 more, and then we hold the leg up to pulse. Last 7. Just getting those glutes warm. We're going to turn it into another position on the same leg in a minute. Last 6. Final 5. Finding that length and engagement through that leg. Last 4. Amazing. Really squeezing through the waist. Lifting up and away from your mat for 3. Gorgeous, guys. You're here for your last 2. On your last one, you bring that knee to elbow, reach up, and just pulse that leg for 8. 7, squeeze, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. From here, guys, we're going to step straight into a side plank. So you're going to lengthen out right foot in front of the left. You're going to wrap that arm underneath your waist, squeeze in through the obliques, and then reach up. Pinching through the waist, take a spinal twist, and then lengthen the arm. Breathe. You're not staying here for too long. Taking your time, reaching all the way up, and allowing that left hand to keep you lifted up and away from the mat. Taking your time. You're here for 8 more, and then we're going to hold in your side plank for 7. Last 6. Drawing your belly button to spine for 5. Amazing, guys. Final 4. Can you twist your arm further underneath for 3? Almost there for 2. Last 1, you're going to reach that arm all the way up. Just hold. Find your perfect plank position. We hold back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down. Perfect. Amazing, guys. Take a little breather, and then from here we're going to come onto all fours. This time your weight is in your left hand, right hand is on the mat, and you extend your right leg all the way out behind you. We're going to start with that same leg. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Gorgeous, guys. You can just let go of that weight for now until it's time to add it in. Finding that length again through the back of the leg. Pointing the toes and keeping your head in line with your spine. Thinking about drawing your belly button to spine as you squeeze through that honey lift in the leg. Amazing, perfect, everyone. Moving with that control. On your next one, we're going to start to incorporate that arm. As you lift your leg, you hold. Arm laterally raises out to the side. Bring the arm down. Tap the toes down. Squeeze up. Lift. Lower and drop. Amazing. Keeping your hips square. Trying not to rock side to side. Really keeping that pelvis tucked under. Gorgeous, everyone. Lifting up and away from your mat. Perfect. Remember that the more you point your toes, the more you extend through the back of the leg, the more you're going to feel it in your glutes. Gorgeous. Using your obliques here to lift that arm up at your side. Amazing, everyone. We're going to stay here for 8 more, and then we're going to hold that leg up. For 7. Final 6. Keep lifting away from the mat. Squeezing to slowly lift that arm, lateral raise for 5. Final 4. Last 3. Working through those upper body as well as your glutes for 2. Final 1. You're going to lift that arm, drop it down, place both hands on the floor. Just those pulses. Breathe, squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Feeling that burn for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Toes tucked under. We're going straight into your plank. Opening back up to that side plank. We're going to pike your hips up. Reach towards the left toes and take it straight back down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pike and reach. Amazing, perfect, guys. So those same obliques are still working, and that left shoulder is still working to keep you upright in this position. Really drawing your rib cage down to your hips, finding that pike. Lift the hips, lengthen out those legs. Gorgeous, everyone. We're going to be here for 5 more, and then you're just going to hold in your side plank 1 more time. Last 4. Can you reach all the way to your toes? Final 3. Squeezing and taking those hips all the way up for 2. Final 1. Reaching the fingers, holding in your plank, little dips down. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Amazing, guys. From here, you're going to grab both of your weights this time, and you're going to come and lay down on your back. So just scooting forward, and then just come and shuffle all the way down onto your mat, laying on your back. Feet hip distance apart, with the hands distance away from your glutes, and you're going to bring your elbows nice and wide. You're going to roll up through each vertebrae and take your chest press at the same time, and then roll the hips all the way down. Elbows wide, finding the tilt of the pelvis, rolling up through each vertebrae as you take your chest press, and then rolling back down through every single vertebrae. So inhaling to roll down, exhaling to squeeze through the glutes and roll up. Really pressing the feet down into the floor to find that engagement through the glutes and the hamstrings. Amazing. Just being mindful that your pelvis is tucked under so you're not arching through your lower back, driving through the hips and slowly driving back down. Amazing, guys. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Abs engaged here as well. You're working through your center for the whole class. Belly button to spine is going to help you to keep the abs engaged to maintain that posture. Taking your time, breathe. On the top of your next one, we're going to take a tricep extension. So you reach all the way up. Arms glued together, triceps extend behind the head, reach up, and then we lower the hips and the arms down, squeeze. Driving up, arms glued together, tricep extension, lift, drop the hips, drop the arms, squeeze. Starting to feel that engagement through the back of the legs, taking your time, noticing which muscles you're feeling, and growing that mind to muscle connection. Gorgeous, guys. Hips lifted all the way to the top. And at the top of your next one, we're going to take a heel lift. We lift those heels all the way up. Take the tricep extension, squeeze, reach, lower the hips, keep the heels high. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Taking the elbows, gluing them together, reach, drop those hips down, peeling through every single vertebrae. Lift and lower nice and carefully. Amazing, guys. You're on the very tips of your toes here with the heels high. I can feel the backs of my legs working now. Burning through the glutes and through the hamstrings. Inhale, lower. Working through every single vertebrae. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Amazing, guys. We're going to take 8 more like this, and then we're going to stay at the top for some single leg work. Final 7. Finding that full bridge every time, trying not to stop halfway up. Gorgeous, guys. Last 6. Good, just mobilizing through that spine as well, allowing your spinal massage along that floor, and then peeling all the way back up for your last 4. Final 3. Squeeze into lift, staying on the tips of your toes for your last 2. Gorgeous, everyone. We're going to stay at the top of your next one. You're just going to take those tricep extensions. So just bending and extending through your forearms. Gluing those weights together. Squeezing through the back of those arms for 8. For 7. Amazing. Last 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Final 1, you reach those arms up. You stay on the left toes and you lengthen the right leg up. You sweep that right leg down, sweep the arms behind, lift. We're just staying up the whole time. Lengthen through those feet. Good. Finding that sweep. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Breathe. You're only here for 8. For 7, keep that leg strong. Extend the feet. For 6. Final 5, for 4, feeling those left glutes working to keep you up for 3, for 2, final 1, lift into the top, pulsing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rolling all the way down. Perfect. Take a little reset, and then we're going straight into that opposite leg. Driving up through both feet, slowly lifting the heels, and then coming into that right leg, singles leg shoulder bridge. Sweeping the left arm and the legs down, slowly sweep up. Good. Staying lifted through the right heels. Toes down, heels lifted. Abs engaged here. Squeezing through the right glutes as you lengthen the leg and slowly lift. Amazing. Remembering you're only here for 8, then we pulse. For 7, slow and controlled. For 6, don't rush. Last 5. For 4, final 3. For 2, on that last one, pulsing 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming down, dropping those weights, hugging the knees into your chest. Rock side to side, take that little stretch. Good, just releasing any lower back tension. Hands coming onto the back of your legs, rolling all the way up. And we're going to come into your side kneeling, facing the opposite direction. So from here, you're going to come onto your right hand with your left leg extended and that right knee on the floor. Left arm, left leg extends. Just keeping that left arm extended for now. We just lift and lower through that left leg. Perfect. Tapping at the front of your mat and slowly lifting up. Inhale to tap down. Exhale to tap up. Lifting through the waist, engaging through the obliques. Just keeping that arm nice and lifted for now. And remembering to look over that right shoulder if you're starting to feel your neck feeling achy. Perfect, guys. Lengthening that leg out just for 8 more, then we're going to add on. For 7. Stabilizing with that right leg underneath for 6. You might feel your right glutes working as well. That is so fine. For 5. Last 4. For 3. Last 2. On your last one, we lift. Bring that knee to elbow, squeeze the obliques, lengthen, tap down. Exhale, squeeze up, knee to elbow. Engage the obliques, lifting through the waist and lengthen. Taking your time, lifting that leg all the way up in line with your hips if you can. Perfect, I know these kill, guys. You're not gonna stay here for too long. I'm only gonna give you 8 more. Last 7, squeeze, knee to elbow, find that full tap. For 6, amazing, point those toes. Last 5. Perfect, guys, allow your abs to help you do that work as well. You're here for 4. You're almost there, just 3. Gorgeous, final 2. On your last one, remember we hold and we pulse. Tap, extend, we pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Amazing, guys. We're going to go straight into those side planks. So, stepping the right foot behind the left foot in front, reach your arm up. We're going to take that left arm and wrap it underneath your body, taking that spinal twist and twisting through the obliques, squeezing through the right obliques, lifting through the waist, seeing if you can twist further every single time. Good, I know that right hand and shoulder is doing a lot of work now. You've only got 8, then we stay at the top. For 7. Last 6, breathe, lengthen. For 5, keep stretching through those legs. For 4. Final 3, engage those abs. For 2. Final 1, you're reaching your arm up and you're holding. Lengthen 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly dropping down. Amazing. Take a little breather. When you are ready, we're going to be on all 4s. This time, your weight is in that right hand. You're then going to lengthen your left leg this time, so the same leg you've just been working up, and slowly down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Remember, you can drop that weight for now. Just finding the extension through the back of that left leg. Amazing. Your abs are pulled in tightly, your shoulders are down your back, and your head is in line with your spine. Gorgeous, guys. Squeeze into the left glutes, squeeze into the left hamstrings, allowing your abs to keep you held up nice and upright in this position. Seeing if you can think of that 2-way pull all the way from your head to your toes as someone pulls your leg to the back of the room for 8 more. Last 7, then we start to add that right arm. For 6. For 5. Last 4. Keep engaging belly button to spine. For 3. For 2. Final 1, lifting that leg, taking your right arm, lateral raise, lower the arm, tap the toes down, squeeze, lift the arm, lower, slowly drop, squeeze. We're maintaining that hips are square to the floor, trying not to rock into that left hip if you can help it. And only taking that leg in line with the shoulders, no need to go too high. Amazing, guys. Perfect. Squeeze. Using that mind to muscle connection. Feeling this in your obliques, your lateral muscles, as well as your glutes. We're here for 8, and then we pulse that leg. Final 7 of this combo. Gorgeous, guys. Using that right leg to stabilize you for 6. Making sure you're breathing for 5. Amazing. I hope you can feel those left glutes as well as your right arm. For 4. Keeping your eye line at the top of your mat. You've got 3. Engage into the back of that leg. Squeeze for 2. Final 1. Lift. Drop your arm. Drop that weight. We pulse up and down an inch. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those toes, tuck them under. Coming straight out into your plank, opening up to that side plank. Left arm reaches up. Piking the hips up, we reach to the right toes and lengthen down. Inhale. Exhale, pike, stretch, engaging through the lower abdominals as well as your upper to allow those hips to lift. Perfect, guys. Lifting through the waist, squeeze, finding that reach, using the right shoulder to help you. You're here for 5 more, and then we finish your workout in this side plank for 4. Final 3. Lengthening through your fingers for 2. Final 1. Reaching all the way up. Yeah, we pulse 8, 7, squeeze 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Oh, amazing. Have a little stretch for a second, giving your hands a stretch. Reach all the way up. Look up towards your hands. Oh, gosh. Releasing all that tension. Taking a big deep breath all the way in. Taking your left hand down on the floor. Right arm comes all the way up and over. Stretching through the side of your body. Stretching through the lower back. And then slowly reaching, taking your chest to thigh. Walk the hands forward, drop the head. And again, turning to face the center, reach the fingers, come all the way up and over, right hand on the floor, left arm comes over. Pressing the hips to the floor. And again, turning to face that same leg. Relax your head, fold the body in half. Coming back to face the center, come all the way up and over. One last deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center, and you are all finished. Thank you so much, guys, for working out with me again, and I will see you in my next Pilates workout.